Well guys, welcome back. So in today's video we are going to just do a short one, and we are doing this video because of the untimely demise of FOLAKE ABIOLA or FOLAKE AFOLABI. Okay, this is a Yoruba lady who was a telecom accountant, and apparently there is a news going around that she allegedly ended her life, and that's because of depression. Guys, depression is real. The reason why I'm just doing this video is just to let you guys know that depression is very real. And the problem is that in most African countries, they believe that if you're financially stable, you don't need to be depressed. This woman is a 45 years old woman, and she's well off. It's not as if she's angry. And from the news, she was on her leave when this happened. And the police that visited her house, they said that there was a bottle of insecticide lying next to her lifeless body or her motionless body when they got there. So that only means she decided to drink it and end her life. And you know, as many would speculate, many said she was frustrated because she was unmarried and she was childless. But some of her colleagues came out to say the truth that for the past 7 years, they've known the woman to be in 2 different relationships, and she ended it herself, saying that she wanted to end it all because she was so depressed to put another person in her life to frustrate the person. She was not a happy person. So she was not seeing any reasons as to why she has to put another person in her life to frustrate the other person, or rather to add sadness to her own life. So guys, it's time we created awareness, and mostly I'm very disappointed on Nigerians, because mostly Nigerians, they really do not recognize mental health, and it's not good at all. At least some of our African countries are trying. This time around they are trying. But let me tell you guys, one thing that people don't know is that even the rich also cry, okay? The rich also cry. It doesn't mean that when you're financially stable, you cannot be depressed. We have people who are company CEOs and they are into antidepressants. They are taking antidepressant medicines. They are not well. We have people that are being treated for depression, but it can't be written on their forehead. You can't know. It's always good for you to seek help when you feel that there's something draining you, because according to all the news and speculations going on was that Folake used to keep to herself. You know, she even did a 45th birthday just recently. She used to keep to herself most times, and those are the kind of things that people who are depressed used to do. They used to keep to themselves most times. You know, they feel sad. They feel sad to be in a team of people. They feel sad to be in a group of people. They feel sad and suffocated to mingle. They just want to be alone. We need to really try and create this mental awareness as much as possible, guys. Depression is real, and it's really making people to end their lives, guys. It's not a joke. Imagine living for 45 years under the sun just to end it all out of depression, and given the kind of work this lady was doing, you know, given the kind of money she was making, she was somebody that had affluence, you know. She wasn't suffering that she'd say, okay, I'm ending it all because I'm suffering, I don't have a roof over my head, you know. And netizens have come out to react to this, really. And there's a content I read online, and someone was saying that most women and the society, it makes you feel as if you're not married and you don't have children, you're worthless. You know, they make it look like having a husband is winning a gold medal, which shouldn't be like that. Okay, some people said she wasn't married and didn't have children, and that's why she ended it. Other sources said she actually was in relationships, okay, but she was depressed. It's also very possible that she was depressed as a result of not being able to get married. Or maybe she has her own reasons why she was ending those relationships. You know, many people just come and say, okay, maybe she was feeling she has health issue, that if the person she gets married to finds out about, the person won't be interested in her anymore. So she decided to end the relationship. Maybe that is why she kept thinking and thinking until she fell into depression. Or maybe it could be people that like asking people, when are you getting married? When are you getting married? That kept asking her until she fell into depression. Who knows? Nobody knows. But the bottom line is she was depressed. I am very grateful to people who are from the Western world, you know, like the US, the UK. They really, really know, they recognize mental health, you know. The body can be sick, your head can be sick, your heart can be sick, your mind can also be sick. And when your mind is sick, that's when you get mentally unstable. Some people walk on the road, they talk to themselves. We see them everywhere. Somebody will just be on the road talking to themselves, and you're wondering, what is the person doing? And with this system that now we have earphones, you know, wireless earphone, someone might even assume that person is, maybe the person is talking to themselves with the dropped hair. You just assume that maybe the person is talking on phone with a wireless earpod. You don't know that the person is talking to themselves. Things are happening. Things are happening, guys. Things are really, really happening. And I just want to use this platform to show my condolences for their family, you know, for FOLAKE's family. And I also want to say that just maybe if they created more awareness, maybe if they talk to someone, maybe if they talk to her and let her know that it's not the end of the world if you're not married and you don't have kids, you know. Or maybe if she was just open enough to talk to someone. You know, guys, sometimes what kills us is our silence. When you're too silent about your own problems, that you can. That's why in this life, no matter how influential you think you are, no matter how rich you think you are, no matter how successful you think you are, you should always have that one someone that you can always talk to. Because problem shared is half solved. There are some things that if you discuss with someone, it won't weigh down on you so much. But if you keep bottling them up, they weigh you down so much that even you won't be able to tell how much. You know? So, parents, let's try and educate our children about mental health. Let's talk to them. Tell them, give them the freedom of speech, and tell them that they should always feel free to discuss something with you as a parent when they are having any issues, any troubles at all, when they are thinking about something at all, no matter what it is. Let them feel very, very comfortable to come and discuss it with you as a parent. That way, they'll grow up knowing that these things exist, that mental health is there, that depression is real, and that they don't need to get suicidal. They should just find help. You know, they could see a psychologist, they could go through therapy instead of waiting until you go raving mad and now you have to end up in an asylum or a psychiatric home, of which only God knows how long it's gonna take for you to get back to normal, you know. So guys, with this marks the end of this video. So as news may have it, FOLAKE Alabi was the only Christian in her family, and therefore her other family members had to claim her body and bury it in a Muslim way the same day she passed on, which was said to be on a Friday. Yeah. And yeah, she was staying in Lekki, guys. Lekki. People stay in Lekki. Lekki is not rice and beans. Lekki is not rice and beans. I mean, people who stay in Lekki, they're well off, they're well to do. They have their life put together somehow, you could assume or presume. So with that, I just come to the end of this video, guys. Please subscribe, like, and share if you haven't. And if I get any more new updates about this video, I'm gonna drop it in for you. So turn on your bell not to miss out on our next upload.